Imagine workers in ancient Egypt putting down their tools not to build a pyramid, but to make history with the first recorded labor strike. Yes, over 3,000 years ago in 1152 BC, artisans and builders at Deir el-Medina, responsible for constructing the royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings, boldly halted their work. These laborers were not merely cogs in the wheel of pharaonic ambition. They were pioneers of a movement that would echo through the ages. The reason for their strike? Bread and beer. The workers hadn't been paid in weeks. Their basic sustenance had run dry, and they took a stand. Armed with nothing but their voices and the courage to demand fairness, they marched to the temple of Ramses III, effectively staging a sit-in. This was a radical act against the divine authority of the pharaoh, a ruler considered a living god. In an ancient society where social hierarchy was as rigid as the granite blocks they carved, this protest was groundbreaking. It wasn't simply about food, but also about dignity and respect. The striking workers forced the officials to acknowledge their grievances, setting a precedent for labor rights that would resonate throughout history. This was a silent whisper that would someday grow into a roar for justice and equality. This historical flashpoint teaches us that the fight for fair labor practices is as old as civilization itself. The courage of these Egyptian workers laid the groundwork for future generations to challenge the status quo. As their demands were met, albeit temporarily, they proved that the power of collective action could shake even the most formidable of empires.